Hi guys. Hi. I'm sorry I'm late. I know I was like emailing. I'm sorry I lost track of time. Hi. Hi everyone. I hope you're having a bit of a great day. Can everyone hear me? Like good. Yeah. I hope so. Anyways, so like already, how's life treating you? Life is treating me well, thank you. Hey, Amanda. I love how it's mostly like the same people on my live streams. I just love that. Um, hi. But yeah, so today's live stream. Oh yeah. Okay, so as we all know, or as you all know, hopefully I am going to have all my live streams on this channel instead of my main channel. I've talked about that many times before. But yeah, so this is my second live stream instead of having it on my main channel. And as we know, I know that there's not going to be as many people on these live streams in the beginning, but hopefully all of those people interested in the live streams find their way here. And the reason why I have this channel is not to mess up my main channel, like the algorithm and stuff like that. So yeah, and I'm so glad you posted an SRS video. Thank you. I really hope you enjoy that. But yeah, so look at that light. Yeah, I know. I know. I have my computer, it's always this hour, the light is always like this. But yeah, so in the beginning, I know that there's not going to be as many people in this live in these live streams, but hopefully people find their way to this channel. And yeah, as I said, I'm going to keep on having the live streams on this channel, but also I will have like one or two live streams on my main channel in the beginning just to get people to subscribe to this one. And then after a while, I'm going to just stop altogether on my main channel with the live streams. But yeah, so this live stream, like in this live stream, what's it called? Like the thread. Like the main thing in this live stream will be about coming out. So like tips and tricks on how to come out, like how I came out, what you can do if you're coming out, tips and tricks and all of that. So that's what this topic exactly. So the main topic in this video live stream will be about that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about mostly, but I'm also going to, we're going to have a little Q&A as we always do, and I'm going to respond and talk to you. And yeah, hopefully people will find their way to this channel. But yeah, so basically, I'm just going to dive into it right away. So as I've talked about many times before, like, girl, let me tell you, I've discussed this like on many occasions. Like, I'm a broken record at this point. But yeah, I came out when I was 15. I think we all were aware of this. But also something I haven't really talked about actually, when I was 13, I I thought that I was like bisexual. I was like, am I? I don't know. Yeah. I wasn't really, you know, when you're coming at age, when you're coming into puberty, there are so many things. And I I just I I knew that I was supposed in our heteronormative society, I I was supposed to like girls, but I didn't. And so I came out as bi when I was 13. And my mom, she was like, no. She knew that I was not into girls at all. She was like, this is just no, no. So when I was 15, I came out as trans after I watched this documentary. And in the beginning, I just came out to my mom. Oh, hi, Emmy. Good afternoon. 15 is really young. Yeah, I guess. How's your voice today? It's good. Oh, you're not asking me. Oh, if you get it. Or did you? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm confused. Anyway, so I came out to my mom and I didn't come out to anyone else. And I told my mom, or I asked my mom if she would be able, if she would be able to tell my other family members because I was so nervous. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little deep dive because something popped on my screen, popped up on my screen. Anyways, so I'm going to do a little deep dive because I haven't really discussed this a lot here on my main channel because like you can only do so much with like a 10-minute video. You don't want to, ramble on the tedious details. So I'm going to do a little deep dive in how I felt. So before I came out, I've told you on many occasions that I told my mom pretty quickly, like right away. I just ripped off the band-aid. I told her like the same day that I realized that I was trans just to get the ball rolling. But then afterwards, I didn't want to tell anyone, not a single soul. And the reason for that was actually because like I I was a bit like I have some internalized transphobia, I think. I didn't want to be trans at all. I was 15 and this was like 12 years ago and not a lot of people talked about being trans. So I think I had some internalized transphobia and I just hated that I was trans and I knew that I wanted to transition, but I didn't want to tell anyone because I thought that it was so hard and I wanted my mom to tell everyone because I didn't want to have to do it. I was ashamed and the feelings that I had was just they were not good. Okay, I had a lot of negative feelings towards that part of myself, so I didn't want to tell anyone. And then I just want to, say hi to everyone. Hi, I know that there's a lot of new people here in the live stream. Hi, everyone. I just want to let you know that I'm talking about coming out today and tips and tricks on how you can come out and my coming out story. And also, the reason why I have my live stream on this channel instead of my main channel is due to the fact that I won't have any more live streams on the main channel. I will only do the live streams on Matilda Stream. So please subscribe to this one if you're interested in live streams. And also, we will have a lot of fun here. Okay, I just have to let you know that we will have a lot of fun on this channel. And also, yeah, that was all. I just wanted to, insert that little thing right here. But let's continue with the story. So I didn't want to tell anyone basically because I was so ashamed. Just uttering the words that I was trans was like climbing a mountain. I felt so ashamed, disgusted, all of those feelings. Like, yeah, it was not good. But please do remember, I was like 15 years old and it was like 12 years ago. It wasn't as progressive as it is today. So yeah, I didn't want to tell anyone basically. And then I I went to a gender therapist and I talked with them for around maybe a year before I was ready to come out to my closest friends. And some of them, they, in the beginning, they were like, oh my God, that's amazing. We're so happy that you found yourself. And then some of them talked about me behind my back. And also, one of them was like really transphobic to my face. She literally, honestly, hands down to God, said that no one would be interested in a trans woman. Like, she basically said, you're going to be alone, girly. If you go through with your transition, no one is going to love ya. That is basically, honestly, what she said. And I was like, who are you? Like Regina George? Who the F says that to someone? Anyways, so that happened. It was a whole ordeal, but I was too scared to actually cut ties with her. It took a few months or like a year before I was really ready to just like kick her out of my life and, move on and be like the baddest biatch there is. So that's me now. No, I'm kidding. I'm really not. I'm actually very kind. Anyways, so yeah, that is how everything went on. And then I came out to my family, like my sisters and my dad and so on, and I cried so much when I told them, because I was so scared that they were going to hate on me. They didn't. All of my family members were really supportive, and yeah, no one in my family, not my grandparents, not a single soul were actually transphobic. All of them were really supportive. So yeah, that's the story. Something I really wish though, I still don't have trans friends. Like, I've never really met anyone else who has gone through the same thing. I mean, I met trans people, but I don't have any trans friends. And I really honestly, and when I have online friends that are trans, but I don't have anyone in my life. And I think that's due to the fact that when I came out, like, as I said, I came out 12 years ago. And at that point, there weren't really that much talk about being trans. And I actually looked it up. And I didn't really find any support groups or like forums of other trans people. And that is something that that is like the biggest tip I have. If you go through this in real life, I really recommend for you to find yourself a support group. It doesn't matter if it's your friends, your current friends, or other trans people online on forums, or maybe there's a group where you live. You can just look it up on Google. So for example, if you live in Gothenburg as me, Sweden, you would search for, trans groups Gothenburg, and then maybe try to find people who are going through the same thing as you. Because I really wish that I did that. I really wish that I had someone that was going through the same thing as I did, because I had friends and they were really understanding, and they tried to understand, and they searched as much as they could. And that was the same with my family. Like, they tried to educate themselves and be there for me. So when I had questions, because I was only like 15, 16, 17, they could be there for me and they could be a support to me. But I wish that, yeah. And that is actually why I've created my own Facebook group for trans people. However, it's in Swedish and it's only made for Swedish people. So if if you try to get in, you can't. It's made for Swedish people. So yeah, um, I just want to let you know that if that is something, if you're Swedish, there's a group called Pink and Blues. So yeah, that's my Facebook group to help other people going through the same things I did when I transitioned, or just, you know, LGBTQ plus people in general. Okay, now I've gone through a lot of information. I've covered a lot of different bases. So now I'm going to read your comments. I'm so sorry for ignoring you. That was not my intention, but I was just going through all of the things that I wanted to go through. Mm, mm. It was very similar for me, super scared to come out to anyone in the beginning, especially my family, but the most people I came out to, the easier it got. Yeah, exactly. So, and the first friend I said, I was like shaking. I was so nervous and I didn't want to utter the words. But the more people I told, now I don't like, who cares? If someone would come up to me in the street and be like, "Are you trans?" I will be, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Pride. That would be to me today. Um there's a lot going on in the world at the moment. Thank you for sharing your experience. Thank you for being here. It has been it has been 1.5 years since I found out that I'm trans. I found out from your videos. Oh, you did? That makes me so happy, honestly. But I haven't been able to come out because my mother is transphobic. How? Um, have you told anyone? Because there are other people you can come out to before you come out to your family. So, like your friends, for example, I would definitely recommend a tip is to come out to someone that you know is going to accept you no matter what, and then have them by your side when you tell the people you are scared of telling. So, I came out to my friends and then I came out to my sister and all of that. And my sister was actually with me when I told my grandpa because I wasn't really sure because he's older, so I wasn't really sure how he was going to react. So I had my sister there with me. So that's something that you can do. Come out to someone that you're really close to, come out someone that you're really close to, and then after that start coming out to other people. So yeah. This is so important. Thank you. Is your hair real or fake? It's real. It's real. It's my real hair. Also, what is going on with my accent? Like hair. Who even says that? That's not how you say things. Like hair. Who say? Yeah, that's a whole thing. What the F is going on with my accent? But yeah, this is my real hair. Where's your boyfriend? My fiance. He's at work. No, 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 he's not. He's working out at the moment. He's not at work. He's working out. Working out. Working out. Yes. And I'm actually also going to work out later. Maybe. I don't really want to. And then this sounds harsh, I know. If your parents or anyone else for the matter don't accept you, you say okay bye then, because you don't want those people in your life. Yes. If if you're under the age of 18, I think that's easier said than done, because like your parents are basically the people that feed you, give you a home and all of that. But if you're over the age of 18, y- I definitely agree that you should just like say bye. If they're not able to accept you and support you, you can live your life without them. However, I also should really, a big disclaimer, I should really say that I I really want you to be under like I want you to be understanding of the people that you tell. So, for example, my some of my family members were really, they weren't really sad, or I mean they were sad. It was kind of a grief for them. Like my mom has always had a son, and all of a sudden I was not her son anymore, and she felt not, she wanted to support me, and she was like, she's my biggest supporter, she's always been there for me, but it was a grief for her, and I had to let her go through that grief, because she lost a son, but she gained a daughter, and she had to go through that grief process. And she talked with my therapist as well. I had multiple therapists, because you have to have multiple therapists here in Sweden. Like they talk about different things, and you need to all come to the same conclusion that you are trans. So yeah, I had, my mom was talking to one of my psychologists as well, and she had to deal with that grief. And I also, my little sister, she was only 11 or 12 at this moment. No, no, maybe like, I don't know. Maybe I think she was 12. No, no, she wasn't. Anyways, who cares? She was like 11 or something. And she had to go through a process as well, because she was so young, and she was a little bit sad actually, also. So it wasn't that they didn't support me, but it's a process for them as well. So I really want you to be really, you need to be understanding, want to be understanding of them, because you can't be like, I'm trans, and then they're like, you are, and like, what? That's such a that's a shock for me. And then you can't be like, oh my god, you don't accept me, girl, I'm going to get out of here. Like you need to, take it one step at a time. And in the beginning, maybe they're not going to be the most understanding and supportive of you, but the later, like more time progresses, they're coming to, come to terms with the fact that you are trans. However, another big disclaimer, if they're honestly like mean, or transphobic, or they hate on you, then get the hell out of there. So, yeah. I'm in the process of coming out myself. That's amazing, Tracy. Our mom has stopped referring to us by our dead name, and says love you every time we talk to her. That's amazing. Parents go through something called ambiguous loss. Even accepting parents, look up the term. It's interesting. Exactly. And some family members have a harder time dealing with this grief, this loss. So, yeah, I just want you to be really understanding of your family members, because they're not maybe going to be so supportive firsthand. They need to, come to terms with the fact. Hard to believe parents can turn their backs on trans kids. Damn, your blood should always be have your back no matter what. I 100% agree. Yeah, I'm not saying to cut them off if they don't immediately accept you fully. Some people do need the time to process. Yeah, I know, Amanda, that wasn't really what you said. I just wanted to tell people, because I've actually seen I've seen other people say that, oh, my mom, she has trouble accepting that I'm trans. Should I cut her off like 3 weeks after they came out to their mom? And I just want to say the biggest disclaimer that you honestly need to take it very easy. Some people, like some family members, it can take up to a year before they come to terms with this loss. Even if they're accepting, they have a hard time maybe dealing with the fact that you're trans, not because they hate trans people, not because they're transphobic, but because they feel this loss. So yeah. Because it's not normal. What is not normal? What is not normal? I tried to tell my mom 2 times, but she actually made a big fight out of it. And because of that, I went through depression for 3 months. I'm so sorry that that happened to you. Are you safe? And also, religion isn't, it doesn't say in the Bible or anything like that that being trans is wrong. Have you read the Bible? It doesn't say that being trans is wrong. So when they're making up stuff, when they're saying like, oh my God, Jesus, he doesn't care for trans people, that's a sin. No, it's not. They're just making it up because they're not accepting of trans people. They're making it up. Okay, people. Jesus, the Bible, whatever, it doesn't say that God or Jesus is against trans people. It doesn't say anywhere. It doesn't. They're just making it up. So yeah. And if they're like, oh my God, you need to repent. Okay, but please show me where it says in the Bible that you can't transition. Tell me, show me where. Like, they can't. Yeah, I'm fairly sure Jesus' main message was love everyone. Yes, it was. Love everyone. Hej Matilda, du är dålig mitt och jag har hjälpt mig genom en Åh, tack! Tack så jättemycket Isak att du säger det. På riktigt, det är jättesnällt. Jag hoppas att du mår bra och jag hoppas att du är safe. Och jag är glad att du är här. I'm so excited and scared about my transition. Yeah, I know the feeling. I went through the same thing and I 100% know the feeling. It's like you're happy, but you're also scared, and you're excited, but you're also nervous. And it's like, it's a lot of emotions. But yeah, okay, so I unfortunately need to say goodbye here. So in the beginning, these live streams on this channel, they're going to be a bit shorter than what you're used to. I'm not going to have these 1 hour long live streams on this channel in the beginning. But as time progresses, these live streams will be longer and more frequent. I promise you guys. But yeah, but all of these live streams will always be up on my channel, so you're able to watch them afterwards. And also there's going to, even if you watch it afterwards, you're going to be able to see the chat when everyone asks and so on. But yeah, thank you honestly so much for being here, supporting me, and just all together, just being here with me. And don't forget to subscribe to Matilda Streams, this channel, because here I will have the live streams from now on. And also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. So yeah, that's a fun time over there. I would really appreciate it if you would follow me on my Instagram as well. And just have a fun time. We have a fun time over there. But yeah, thank you so much for being here with me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next live stream. I love you guys. Bye.